Welcome back to Parent Squad. And now that back to school season is in full swing, well, here's the question. How are things going at your house? Are you having organized chaos or maybe just chaos? Either way, setting up a family command center could help bring some order and peace to your home. Jeanine Bobenmoyer, Chief Mom Officer at the City Moms, is here to help us make that happen. She just always has the best tips and easy, palpable things that we can do. Not like the super Pinterest mom expert things. You do have some of that stuff.
We do.
But usually when you come to us, you bring easy things that we can break it up and chew. So let's start with the basics. How do we actually set up a family command center or a family command zone? And what is it really?
Yeah, I mean, and this is so critical, I think, for everyone to hear is that you're right. It doesn't have to be that super Pinterest worthy kind of like look. It's really just 5 key things that you want to be focused on when you're building that command center at home for back to school.
Okay.
And if they don't work, I want to emphasize that is okay, because you need to find what works for your family. But
I love that. She's saying experiment. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
And if you have to change or pivot or go back to how you were doing it,
yeah,
do that.
Yes, absolutely. So here are the 5 kind of steps or the 5 tenets for a command center. The first one's going to be a centralized calendar. And we definitely recognize we are all in this digital age now. So if it's not a wall calendar that you have out, that's okay. A family digital calendar. I know my family uses Google Calendars to kind of sync everything that we're doing. But you want to make sure that it's a calendar everyone has access to. And then the big tip here is color code your calendar by family member. So it makes it really easy visually for you to be able to see who has what on which days, who needs to be in what place on what days, but it really gets kind of home for you with that calendar.
So kids are on the calendar, parents are on the calendar too?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I guess it makes sense that it would be synced.
Yes, absolutely. So that have a centralized calendar. Our second one is you want to create some kind of inboxing system at home as well. And I know inbox is often used for email, but we're really thinking about a physical inbox that you can have. So you're going to have that out, and think of like a paper tray or a wall file, even a big basket. This is going to be a collection point at home for all of those school forms and permission slips that kids are bringing home as well. Those papers that you just don't want to lose.
Yeah.
So that's what we mean by inbox system. That's going to be one of those steps too. A supply station is really helpful because obviously as the kids are getting their homework started, or maybe you need something to sign those forms, having all of those in one space at your command center is really going to be helpful. So pencils, pens, things like tape, envelopes. You'll thank yourself every time.
So when they go, they lose their pen or pencil. You're saying there's a centralized place for them to find a replacement.
Yep, at home. Also, we love having a family checklist in this area too. So this is that spot that you're like, okay, Felicia, did you grab your lunchbox before you left today?
Of course she didn't.
Click right, check that right off. I know for my son, it's usually lunchbox. It's usually things like his cleats, that he's forgetting. So just a great visual before you're heading out the door or when you're coming home of what you need to pack or unpack. And then last, just kind of using that area as your communication zone. So maybe if there is a last minute reminder, throw up a sticky note in there.
Husband, doctor's appointment.
Right?
Pick up the kids today.
Yes, exactly. If you don't want to do something that's, kind of physical, again, this is great for like a shared Google Doc for each other, for your family too, to kind of mention in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've also been talking routines in this episode. Earlier, we chatted with the doctor about the importance of sleep schedules. And so you have some other tips to kind of help establish that?
Yes, so let's talk about routines. I mean, these are the things that you want to kind of lock in early in the school year so that you've got a set kind of system going. So first is a simplified evening routine. And for us, that means we are packing lunches the night before. Any forms are being signed the night before, and setting clothes out. That really helps simplify your morning. And you'll kind of even shave maybe 15 minutes off every morning as well if you're doing that prep the night before.
Yeah. Did you ever do, I'm vying to do this, especially with a younger kid, roll up the clothes and put it in the shoe shoe containers. Have you seen that?
No.
So like over the door shoe hanger that you hang over your door, and each container or pod or shelf, maybe it's a hanging shelf, Monday through Friday, 5 days, and to put the clothes in there. I think it's harder to do with older kids, but I am waiting to implement that.
I love it.
When my little boy goes to school.
That's perfect. Well, and that'll be perfect for your evening prep.
Yeah.
And then the other item that we always mention for family routine or these routines is have a weekly family meeting. It's a great time for everyone together, 10 minutes, just kind of digesting the schedule that you've got for that week ahead. Good time for you also just to be talking about things like, oh, I forgot, I need to be prepping this, I need to get a book for this class that I've got coming up. But good time to kind of just everyone check in and have those moments together.
Yeah, I feel like you are like a mom coach. Like, I feel like you're coaching all the moms and the parents out there
good.
how to like structure their family. So we have all been there. You kind of start off strong, but what happens when routines fall apart? Maybe you're halfway through the school year. Maybe it's already September, October, and you're like just clawing along.
Yes. I mean, it's always good to reassess what's working and what's not. Again, we said, these are some tips, but if they're not working for your family, that's okay. Then let's find what does work for you. So we normally recommend reassessing on a monthly basis and then really do a heavy check-in if you're in a school year in that winter break time period. So if it's not working for you, that's okay. Maybe that command center is a paper pile now, or you're like, oh, I just throw all of my mail there. So a few things you want to be thinking about at that system kind of check-in, audit what's not working, re-engage your kids. I think there's always a great opportunity to get your kids engaged with the system.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
Ask them.
Exactly.
Especially, of course, when they're old enough. But is this working? Or do you have a better idea? Because maybe they're more creative or thinking of things differently.
And when kids have ownership, you're right. When they have ownership over it, then they really want to dig in kind of to that system. Or
maybe they'll actually do it because they helped come up with the idea. So maybe they'll actually implement the rules of the idea.
Exactly. Well, and don't be afraid to make an upgrade. So if something's not working at that time, this is the perfect time to make it work for you.
One thing I also know with multiples, they kind of end up policing themselves. So sometimes it's not just the mom that's saying stuff. They're like, no, you have to do it this way because mom said so, or, because we decided this. That's the rule.
Yeah, well, for us, that's my youngest, actually. She's really good at making sure that her older brother is on track. So
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sister taking care of brother. Did we hit all the points, Jeanine?
We did.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Hopefully those are helpful for everyone.
Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, so we have much more on the City Moms online at WTHR.com. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.